सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 251, verse 47. निवृत्ते सर्वसंसारे नित्यमुक्तत्वभासनात् निरङ्कुशा भवेत् तृप्तिः पुनः शोकासमुद्भवात्. We are seeing the Sapta Avasthas which are connected to the Jiva. Ajnana, Avarana, Vikshepa, Paroksha Jnanam, Aparoksha Jnanam, Shoka Nivrittihi, Truptihi. All these are in Jiva alone. Having explained all the 7 stages, now Vidyaranya concluding, once this Shoka Nivritti takes place, Tripti, the Ananda comes. Once that sorrow is removed, it will not come back. It will not come back again. 2 types of avaranam, he said. Nasti kutasthaha iti one avaranam. Na bhati iti second avaranam. Kutasthaha nasti. Kutastha Chaitanyam is not there. This is one avaranam. Concealment. Second concealment is, since or why I am telling it is not there, because I am not experiencing it. Na bhati kutasthaha. Kutastha Chaitanyam is not evident, not experienced. That is why I say Kutastha Chaitanyam nasti. Kutastha Chaitanyam na bhati is one avaranam. Therefore, Kutastha Chaitanyam nasti, the utterance, the statement is second avaranam. Both are concealments only. Now Vidyaranya want to say, since there are 2 types of avaranam, there are 2 types of knowledge also. Paroksha Jnanam and Aparoksha Jnanam. One type of knowledge removes one type of avaranam. Another type of knowledge removes another type of avaranam. What is this one type, another type? Kutastha Chaitanyam nasti avaranam is removed by Kutastha Chaitanyam asti iti paroksha jnanena. Those 2 types of knowledge, one is paroksha jnanam, indirect knowledge. Second one is aparoksha jnanam, direct knowledge. Which knowledge removes which avaranam, we have to see. We already saw in the previous class. Because I am taking so many classes, I keep forgetting. I am afraid of that. So I want to again and again recollect, repeat, for my sake also. I know you all remember that. Na asti iti, that avaranam is removed by asti kutastha chaitanyam avantara vakyam. Kutastha chaitanyam asti. Brahma asti is avantara vakyena paroksha jnana praptihi. Indirect knowledge. Kutastha Brahma asti chaitanyam asti. Or Kutastha chaitanyam asti. Previously na asti is avaranam. Idanim asti iti jnanam is paroksha jnanam avantara vakyam. Guru Vedanta Vakya Dvara Brahma Asti iti Vakyam Avantara Vakyam. So first avaranam is removed. The second avaranam na bhati. That Brahman Kutastha Chaitanyam is not experienced avaranam is removed by that Kutastha Chaitanyam Ahamasmi. Idanim that Kutastha Chaitanyam Ahamasmi, I am. That is called aparoksha jnanam. So aparoksha jnanam removes na bhati iti avaranam. It is not experienced. That is avaranam, second avaranam, removed by aparoksha jnanam. So two avaranams removed by two jnanams. Those two jnanams are paroksha jnanam is one, aparoksha jnanam is one. So we have to remember, if you remember these two, this is the crux of Vedanta. So there are two types of avaranam. One avaranam removed by paroksha jnanam, another avaranam removed by aparoksha jnanam. So you have to remember that na asti, nasti iti, na bhati iti avaranam. Later jnanam is what? Asti, Brahma asti, Kutastha Chaitanyam asti. Then Kutastha Chaitanyam Aham Asmi. Kutastha Chaitanyam Asti is Paroksha Jnanam. Yes, Kutastha Chaitanyam Asti, Paroksha Jnanam. Later, Mahavakya Dvara, that Avantara Vakyam converted, just casually listening previously, Brahma Asti Asti, Kutastha Chaitanyam Asti. Class that was not consistent, regular, sincere at that time. So it works as an avantara vakyam only. Then once the student is so consistent, sincere, coming to the class with attention, listening, that avantara vakyam converted into mahavakyam, that Kutastha Chaitanyam you are, tat tvam asi mahavakya dvara aparoksha jnanam yada bhavati tada saha kim vadati aham brahma asmi iti vadati. Once he understands or she understands that Kutastha Chaitanyam, I alone, that Kutastha Chaitanyam na bhati iti na vadati. Idanim aham asmi iti vadati. In the Sanskrit mein vardi nikki. Aham asmi iti vadati. No? Therefore, now it is clear. Even if I wake up you in sleep, come on, tell me what are the two avaranams, two jnanams, you have to say without batting your eyes. You can say, I know that. Okay. So, Shoka Nivritti, Ananda Prapti, he is pointing out the last two stages in 47. Nivritte Sarva Samsare, once that samsara has gone, how I am not this body, mind at all. I am Kutastha Chaitanyam alone. Nitya Muktatva Bhasanat. I was pure Atman. I am pure Atman. I ever will be pure Atman. Nitya Mukta Swabhavaha Aham. Nirankusha Bhave Truptihi. The second line you see, the seventh stage. Unrestrained truptihi ananda. It is not an anubhava ananda or experiential ananda or ananda born out of any object or something or other. Nirankusha truptihi means it is beyond priya moda pramoda. It is my swarupa anandam. This person recognizes. So what ultimate final zenith of Vedanta is punaha shoka asamudbhavat. Asamudbhav means it will not born again. What will not born again? Shokaha. Shoka will not born punaha again. Previously I was suffering with samsara problem. I have janana, I have marana, I have punya, I have papa. Lot of guilt, hurt, pain, suffering, all were there. Now I am telling all of them belong to body, mind. Ipdi you have to say, belong to body, mind. They never belong to me really. They never belong to me factually, really to me. They belong to this body, mind. Therefore, I am asangaha. Asamudbhavat shokaha punaha. That is why it is called nirankusha truptihi. Why it is called unrestrained, unconditional, non-removable. Nirankusha truptihi. What is the reason? Because shoka will not come back. Whether people are coming or going, leaving, association or dissociation, the relations will not afflict him, touch him. Vanda vango, pona pongo, avladha. Agate swagatam kuryat, gachantam na nivarayet. No, nothing can disturb this person. That is called inner tranquility, ananda. This is the parama truptihi, supreme ananda. This is. With this, 7 stages are completed. Now, Vidyaranya want to say, this aparoksha jnanam, why I have introduced these 7 stages. These 7 stages I have introduced only to connect. Among these 7 stages, 2 stages are in jiva, especially aparoksha jnanam and shoka nivritti. These 2 he is going to say. Next shloka 48. Aparoksha jnana shoka nivrityakhe mubheyime avasthe jivage brutam atmanam chediti shrutihi. I consider these slokas are very, very important slokas. Now he is presenting Atmanam chet vijaniyat ahamasmiti purushaha. That beginning of this chapter, in the first shloka, he introduced Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, upon what I am going to comment upon. That word he uses here, Atmanam chet. That is from the first shloka he borrows again here. That first shloka is borrowed from Brihadaranyaka 4.4.12. That mantra he reminds here, Shrutihi iti. That is mentioned by Shruti, stated or quoted by Shruti, Atmanam chet iti. Why now? Referring to what? That's what he says in the first line. 5th and 6th stages. Aparoksha jnana shoka. Upon that shoka, the kombu clear illan nenikra sala books lo. Shaka and theriyarade. It is shoka, not shaka. You can make it clear. Shoka. So 2 stages he is mentioning. Aparoksha jnana, which is the 5th stage. Shoka nivritti, 6th stage. These 2 stages. Aparoksha jnana shoka nivrityakhe ime ubhe. These 2 stages. Among those 7 stages, these 2 stages. What are those 2 stages? 5th stage and 6th stage. What is the 5th stage? Aparoksha jnana. What is the 6th stage? Shoka nivritti. These 2 stages, ime means what I have pointed out as 7 stages. These 7 stages, 2 stages among these 2. Ime ubhe avasthe jivage shrutihi brute. It is brute. Because of sandhi rule, it is bruta here. Brute. ब्रूते ब्रुवाते ब्रुवते ब्रू धातु प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनम लट् ब्रूते श्रुति ब्रूते श्रुति ही ब्रूते श्रुति सेस श्रुति quotes श्रुति mentions these two avasthas belongs to jivage in that jiva alone. All are in jiva only. Mainly he is pointing out these avasthas we know, then only we come to know they are in jiva, we can recognize. That is why he has introduced these 7 stages. Even though it is an aside topic, it is not connected to the flow of this. He deliberately brings those 7 stages and brings those 2 stages. Upanishad says, aparoksha jnanam takes place in whom? In jiva only. Shoka nivrutti, benefit of knowledge in that mantra. Even though 7 stages are in jiva only, but in that 4-4-12 particular mantra, in that 4-4-12 particular Brihadaranyaka mantra, 2 stages are highlighted. All other stages are not mentioned. Atmanam chet vijaniyat ayamasmiti purushaha. Then Shoka Nivritti, in second sloka, he mentions 2 stages are taken by Upanishads. That is why he is telling those 2 stages. We should not get doubt. And the other 5 stages are not belong to Jivan Kek Kudad. In the first sloka of Brihadaranyaka, in this you say, Atmanam chet vijaniyat ayamasmiti purushaha. Kimichan kasya kamaya sariram anusanjvaret. So, this mantra particularly referring to 2 stages of 7 stages. That's what he says here. Avasthe jivage. These 2 avasthas belong to jiva. Who says? Shruti says. Which Shruti says? Brihadaranyaka Shruti says. In Brihadaranyaka, which section, which mantra? 4th chapter, 4th section, 12th mantra says. Okay. Avasthe jivage shruti hi brute. That is why he is reminding. Shruti hanna endayo shruti nenjakadengo. Already I have mentioned in the first sloka. Atmanam chet vijaniyat. There. So now he is connecting these 2 stages to the Upanishad of that mantra. Even other stages are there in other mantras. Particularly he has chosen what mantra? 4-4-12. So this 4-4-12 is connected to these 2 avasthas. Clear? Okay. Next, he is entering in the 49 and 50, he is presenting 2 types of aparoksha jnana. 2 types of avarana, 2 types of jnanam, and 2 types of aparoksha jnanam. In the 2 types of jnanam, what are they? In the mele na what are they nu kekka poren. Illana neenga appadiye paroksha jnanam, aparoksha jnanam. Idi live class, no? Very good. So among these 2 jnanams, paroksha jnanam, aparoksha jnanam, those who are meant to remove the 2 avaranams, among these 2, paroksham and aparoksham, now I am taking aparoksha jnanam out and I am going to analyze aparoksha jnanam. In 49 and 50, what he want to say, aparoksha jnanam also is of 2 types. This analysis we don't find anywhere. This is unique to Vidyaranya. The direct knowledge is of 2 types. Very, very interesting if you focus your mind. I'll also try my best. Okay. Now we will read that 49. Ayamitya parokshatvam uktam tadvividham bhavet vishayasva prakashatvat dhiyapyevam tadikshanat. Now just I'll give the background how to understand this shloka. How genius Vidyaranya you can grasp through this shloka. First I will give the background, then we'll go to the shloka. Now come to bring the 10th man, Dashamaha. The 10th man is there, but he thought 10th man dead without knowing he is a 10th man, Dashamaha. Do you remember that example? One Mahapurusha saw this person is crying and he said from there, Dashamaha asti, 10th man is there, don't cry. That is Avantara Vakyam. 10th man is there. When 10th man is there, the word when he heard by whom? 10th man. Once he heard that statement from that person, that time 10th man is available or not available. 10th man is available to whom? To 10th man. This is the important thing. When that person said 10th man is there, this 10th man heard that 10th man is there. 10th man is there, knowledge came to 10th man. Are you getting? Example purilanna darshtantam innu kashtam. So that is why I brought example again. Even though he has not mentioned why I brought the 10th man, to make you to understand easily. One Mahatma said, you are the 10th man. Now he has got 10th man asti. This person thought 10th man is there. Really speaking, at that time when he is hearing, the 10th man is Vishaya, is the object of knowledge. Once he heard the 10th man is there, 10th man is the object of knowledge. He has got the knowledge. What? 10th man is there. About what he got knowledge? 10th man. About what you get knowledge is called Vishaya. It is called object. So 10th man is the object, Vishaya, that knowledge he has got. So Vishaya Prakashanam. Vishaya Prakashanam means what? 10th man is there. That knowledge is there. When he was listening to that 10th man is there, actually, really speaking, that 10th man is he himself. Tell me, is it Aparoksha Jnanam or Paroksha Jnanam? Even though it is Aparoksham, directly he himself, 10th man, it is as good as Paroksham only. Therefore, 10th man is there, that statement has not solved the total problem. Gnata Dashamaha Ahamasmi alone solve the problem. Therefore, here he says Vishayaha Prakashanat. 10th man, myself. Gnata, directness of 10th man is already there. But the 10th man I am, when he comes closer and tells, you are the 10th man. That is called Visesha Jnanam. 10th man is there is Samanya Jnanam. And he comes closer, that Mahatma, and tells, my dear, what I said 10th man is there is none other than you. That is called Visesha Jnanam. Before this Mahatma coming closer to this person, you are 10th man, Chollambodu. 10th man is there also, the same person. Samanya Jnanam is what? 10th man is there. Visesha Jnanam is what? 10th man is you. When the Samanya Jnanam, when the Visesha Jnanam, both are talking about whom? Same 10th man. Therefore, and the 10th man is there and Chollumbodum Kuda, really speaking, at that time 10th man is available for 10th man or not? 10th man is available for 10th man. But he do not know, I am the 10th man. Ajnata Dashamaha. దుఃఖం న నివారయతి పూర్ణతయా. అజ్ఞాత దశమః. దశమః అస్తి ఇది జానాతి. దశమః అహమస్మి. Sanskrit is more comfortable, really speaking. Dashamaha ahamasmi, that recognition, that gnata dashamaha alone gives purna trupti. Dashamaha asti means he has to show who is Dashamaha. But that Dashamaha ahamasmi, I am alone. When he says Dashamaha asti also, this person alone is available, already available. Swayam Prakasham. He himself. Dashamaha Tvamasi also, he himself. Is there any other person? No, same person. Sama and Chollapurat. That's what he says. Now come to Brahman. Brahma asti. Adi kuda mudichittu appuram lokadhi polam. Okay. Brahma asti avantara vakyam. When Guru says, telling Brahman is there. To the student, Guru is telling, Kutasthaha asti. What Shishya says? First, Kutasthaha asti, Brahman asti, Brahma Chaitanyam asti. Avantara Vakyam. Who says this person who is telling Kutastha Chaitanyam asti, being a Kutastha Chaitanyam, seems that person do not know Ahameva Kutastha Chaitanyam, but he says the statement is what? Kutastha Chaitanyam asti. Pradhama Purusha Ekavachanamlo irka. Innu Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam ahale. Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam anna ahamasmi. When he is telling, the point is here, when he is telling Kutastha Chaitanyam asti, who is telling? This person only, who is Kutastha Chaitanyam already. But he do not know that I am Kutastha Chaitanyam. Before Mahavakya, he do not know. Only Avantara Vakya, listening to Shruti, just says Kutastha Chaitanyam is there, Kutastha Chaitanyam is there. Kutastha Chaitanyam all-pervading also, Swaprakasham also. He says what? Swaprakasham is self-evident. Kutastha Chaitanyam, it is all-pervading, therefore it is all-pervading also. Who says? The same person. The student, Buddhu student, okay, don't mistake me. Buddhu student says, Shishya. Buddhu Shishya says, Kutastha Chaitanyam asti, Sarvatra asti, Swayam Prakasha Kutastha Chaitanyam asti, 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 he says. As he is uttering the statement, who is the real Kutastha Chaitanyam? He himself. But Samanya Jnanam is there. Samanya Satta Jnanam is there. What is Samanya Satta Jnanam? Kutastha Chaitanyam asti, asti, asti. Samanya Satta Jnanam is there. But Kutastha Chaitanyam ahamasmi Visesha Jnanam, Mahavakya has not yet functioned. At that time also, really speaking, Aparoksha Jnananda, Kutastha asti is also Aparoksha Jnanam only, really speaking. Why? He happens to be the Kutastha Chaitanyam. Is it direct or indirect? He has superimposed. So Kutastha Chaitanyam is somewhere. But he do not know that Kutastha Chaitanyam I am. So when he was listening that Paroksha Jnanam, time also, really speaking, it is Aparoksham only. Every 10th man patti, 10th manike theriyarado, adhe madri இந்த கூட்டஸ்த சேத்தனான சிஷ்யனுக்கு கூட்டஸ்தன் சேத்தன் பத்தி சொல்லும் போது கூட்டஸ்தன சேத்தன் இருக்கனி பரோட்ச ஞானம் இருக்கனி சொல்லும் போதும் கூட அது அபரோக்ஷம்தான். டைரக்டா யூ ஆர் ஓன்லி தட். பட் in Mahavakya Bodha, still it has to enter, then only Gnata Aham Eva liberates. What liberates now? Tell me. Kutastha Asti Jnanam, Kutastha Asti, Chaitanyam Asti. Even though he is Brahman, Kutastha Chaitanyam, that Jnanam is not liberating. What? Being a Kutastha Chaitanyam, telling what? Asti. Even Brahmana irundhe, Brahman Asti anu solran. Enna sollanum? Asmi anu thane sollanum. So Asti anu sollum bodu real he is Brahman only. But Ajnata Kutastha Chaitanyam. Ajnata ahamasmi iti ajnatam. Therefore, what gives liberation? Now tell me. Gnata kutastha chaitanyam or ajnata kutastha chaitanyam? Gnata kutastha chaitanya. Jnanam alone removes shoka. It alone gives liberation. Not paroksha jnanam, or even though it is aparoksham also, he do not know that I am that kutastha chaitanyam. Until that time, the shoka continues. That is why Sishya sits in the class years together, being a aparoksham Brahma, Chaitanyam. See, every student is Sakshat Aparokshad Brahma. Ahamasmi iti Purushaha. When he recognizes Ahamasmi, that alone release sorrow. Therefore, Gnata, Vishesha Jnanam eva removes Ajnanam, samsara. That's what he want to say. Now, Aparoksha Jnanam, two types. Gnata Aparoksha Jnanam, Ajnata Aparoksha Jnanam. Ajnata Aparoksha Jnanam means, look into the shloka now. Ayamiti Aparokshatvam. Here two Aparokshatvams he is presenting. By the word ayam iti means by the word ayam. Where it comes 4, 4, 12. Ayamasmi iti purushaha. That ayam is the proximate. It indicates proximacy, intimacy. This ayam iti sannikrishtam. In grammar, Vyakaranam, ayam iti sannikrishtam. Very close, very proximate, very intimate one is called ayam. This. When you say in English also, this, is it far or near? Closer. This is very closer, proximate. Ayam iti, the word ayam, by the word ayam, aparokshatvam, number 1. It is a direct experience. Aparokshatvam means in English you can translate directness. Aparokshatvam means directness. Uktam. Ayam, the word used by 4.4.12 Brihadaranyaka, ayam, in the meaning of aparokshatvam, directness. In the meaning of directness alone, uktam, Upanishad said, uktam, full stop. Then, tat dividham bhavet, that aparoksha jnanam is of two types. Tat means aparokshatvam, that directness. That directness, tat means pronoun. Tat indicates what? That aparokshatvam. Has got two, it is two types aparokshatvam jnanam, or two types of aparoksha jnanam bhavet. Will be there, two types of aparoksha jnanam. Enna Swamini, oru aparoksha jnanam dane. If you understand that, Vidyaranya says, naan edhukku inge. உனக்கு புரியாத ரெண்டு அபரோக்ஷ ஞானம் தானே நான் வந்திருக்கேன்னு சொல்றாரு அவரு. நான் சொல்றேன் ரெண்டு அபரோக்ஷ ஞானம் என்னன்னு. Now he says the two aparoksha jnanams in the second line, very crucial, very important. Vishaya swaprakashatvat aparokshatvam. Vishaya swaprakashatvat. The Vishaya is self-evident. This is aparoksham number 1. Okay? Vishayaha is what? In Drishtanta, 10th man. 10th man is available for 10th man or not? Swaprakasha means self-evident. For 10th man is available. Everybody? He himself. That is called Swaprakasham. Vishaya is the 10th man. 10th man is available for 10th man. Therefore, Swaprakasham, self-evident. He need not go search for 10th man. Because being a 10th man, the 10th man is evident to 10th man. That is Vishaya Swaprakashatvat. Drishtanta. Now Sishya. Kutastha Chaitanyam is there. Now Sishya says, yes, Kutastha Chaitanyam is there. The Sishya who is telling Kutastha Chaitanyam is there, Kutastha Chaitanyam is the Vishaya. The one who is telling that Kutastha Chaitanyam is there, the one who is uttering Kutastha Chaitanyam is there, is Kutastha Chaitanyam or not? Yes. The one who is telling 10th man is there, that person is 10th man or not? 10th man only. Similarly, the Sishya who is listening to the Mahavakyam, Avantara Vakyam, that Kutastha Chaitanyam Asti, is telling, while he is making that statement, Vishaya is what? Kutastha Chaitanyam. Ange Vishaya, 10th man. Inge Vishaya, Kutastha Chaitanyam. Kutastha Chaitanyam Cholra Sishyan Vandi, Kutastha Chaitanya Illaya. Appa. This Sishya who is Kutastha Chaitanyam, being a Kutastha Chaitanyam, Vishaya Swaprakashatvam is Aparoksham or not? This is Aparokshatvam number 1. But he do not know that Aparoksha Kutastvam Ayam Asmi. That's why next Aparoksham is Dhiya. Tattvamasi, you are that Kutastha Chaitanyam. Look into the mantra, sloka. Vishaya Swaprakashatvat, that is Aparokshatvam number 1. Is already Kutastha Chaitanyam. Therefore it is direct. Directness of that Kutastha Chaitanyam is there for Sishya or not? He is already Kutastha Chaitanyam. That is the directness. Vishaya Swaprakasham. But what is blocking him? I am that Kutastha Chaitanyam has not yet come. So that Guru has to come to closer. That Mahatma has come closer. Isn't it? That 10th man you are, he has to say. Adi madri, when the Sishya come closer to Shastra, when Guru is teaching, that means what? Sishya must be very close to Shastra and close to Guru. Then only this can be grasped. Close to enna close? Class varada close. Listening to the class regularly is called coming close. Connecting the last week class and previous classes and this class is called closeness. When it comes Mahavakya works. That is why Dhiya Api Evam Tad Ikshanat. This is Aparokshatvam number 2. Dhiya means through intellect. Mahavakya says Tat Tvam Asi. That Kutastha Chaitanyam, what I said, it is there. That Kutastha Chaitanyam you are, Guru says now, Mahavakya. Tat Tvam Asi. Then Sishya recognize, yes, Aham Asmi. I am Kutastha Chaitanyam. Intellect la Dhiya Api Evam Tadikshanat. Tadeva Ikshanat. That Aparoksham Kutastha Chaitanyam alone he is recognizing, being a Kutastha Chaitanyam. That Kutastha Chaitanyam I am, he recognizes. Ikshanat means recognizing. So directness or self-evident Kutastha Chaitanyam he mentions, that is Aparokshatvam number 1. Aparokshatvam number 2, that is understood Aparokshatvam. Ununderstood Aparokshatvam number 1. Ajnata Aparokshatvam. Number 2 Aparokshatvam. Understood Aparokshatvam or Gnata Aparokshatvam. And the Gnata Aparokshatvam Moolamada Moksham Varum. Ada Jnanam it comes. This is second one. Second Aparokshatvam. Therefore what 2 Aparokshatvams are there or not? There. He continues further. Next shloka. Further more clarification. Paroksha jnana kalepi Vishaya swaprakashata Sama brahma swaprakasham अस्तीत्येवं विबोधनात्. During paroksha jnanam also aparokshatvam is there. During paroksha jnanam also, when that person said there is a 10th man, it is paroksha jnanam. At that time also aparoksha jnanam is there, but ajnata aparokshatvam. Yes or no? In the paroksha jnanam time lo kuda that aparokshatvam is there in 10th man. Now come to Dashtanta. When Sishya is sitting in the class and Kutastha Chaitanyam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yattad Adresham Agrahyam Agotram Avarnam Achakshusrotram Tad Apanipadam Nantah Pragnam Nabahish Pragnam. Aha, oho, this புத்து அபரோக்ஷத்துவம் இருக்கிற சிஷ்யன் பரோக்ஷ ஞானம் இது சிந்தயதி. அன்ரிகக்னைஸ்டு அபரோக்ஷத்துவம், அன்ரிகக்னைஸ்டு அபரோக்ஷத்துவம். நவ் குரு ஹேஸ் டு டூ வாட்? என்ன கஷ்டம் பாருங்க. இதுதான் கூறாமல் கூறி பிரம்மவித் ந பிரம்மைவா. I am not the knower of Brahman as an object. I am Brahman. Na Brahmavit. You are the knower of Brahman or you are Brahman? See, na Brahmavit. I am not the knower of Brahman. If I am knower of Brahman, what is the problem? Yeah, very good. I will give you all of you a gold medal, okay? If I am the knower of Brahman, Brahman will become an object. If it is an object, it is along with same another object. But I am Brahman, the subject. Therefore, Brahmaiva, natu Brahmavit. You want to be knower of Brahman or Brahman? Brahman. If I am Brahman alone, it is a liberation. If I am knower of Brahman, I am not liberated. Understand? Enough confusion? You are not confused, I know that. I am just playing with you. With whom I can talk. Okay, with you only I can talk. Okay. Pujya Swamiji gives one example for this. Then I will give my own experience. When Pujya Swamiji was traveling, Dayananda Swamiji was traveling to Rishikesh in the flight. And one person sat next to Swamiji. And that person is asking Swamiji, I want to go to Rishikesh. Then the Swamiji asked, where you want to go Rishikesh? I want to go to Purani Jhadi Rishikesh ashram. I want to meet a Swamiji by name Dayananda Saraswati. Then this person, co-passenger, asked Pujya Swamiji. Then Pujya Swamiji says, you want to meet Dayananda Swamiji? Yes. You please help me. First time I am going to Rishikesh. Please help me. I do not know how to go. Because you are a sadhu. You must be knowing. Therefore, please help me to go to that ashram. Can you help me? Now the second co-passenger asking for the darshan of Dayananda Swamiji. Now this person, co-passenger, has got Dayananda Swamiji's aparoksha jnanam or not? Direct knowledge irukka illaya ivanukku ipo irukka. Appo Dayananda Swamiji said, that Dayananda Swamiji whom you want to see is under your thigh. Because he is already fat. Almost his leg is half of the length, thigh is on the Swamiji's thigh. Under his thigh, Swamiji jokingly says in his public talks, whom you want to see in Purani Jhadi, that Dayananda Swamiji, that Swamiji is right under your nose, under your thigh. Now it is Gnata Dayananda Swamiji. Even though Swamiji was very close to him, intimate to him, but he do not know he is Dayananda Swamiji. Now he is so happy. You are Dayananda Swamiji. I have got darshan here itself. Before itself I am sitting with you. 3.5 hours we are traveling. Almost 3.5 hours we are sitting. But this moment only you got Dayananda Swamiji knowledge. What happened before? In spite of seeing me. Ajnata Dayananda Swamiji. That is Aparokshatvam number 1. After telling that statement, I am Dayananda Swamiji, then he got Aparokshatvam number 2. Which Aparokshatvam release his search, eagerness? Second. Clear? My experience, I will tell you. One of my students last week, he went to Nellore. He went to one of my students' house in Nellore. He do not know that Nellore person is my student. And that Nellore student is talking about this student. To this student, she is talking, I know once you have come from Chennai, because they are relatives, some friends. And she was talking about me, or that Nellore student talking about me to this man. So and so Swamini is Chennai. She every year she comes to Nellore and we attend her lectures. From 8 years she is coming. I follow her and I listen her CDs. I write notes and I am so much benefited by that. I am so happy. She was so much talking about me. In Chennai? Yes. This man is asking, who is that Swamini? Who is that Swamini? He is asking. That Swamini stays in T Nagar. That Swamini takes classes in so many places. She's go on talking. And this man is telling, oh, I see, he's telling. Then he started telling. Recently, I also went to one Swamini's class in Chennai Nagar. He is telling. Yeah, I went to one Swamini's class. Then she asked, whose class you went? Tell me now. Then he said, he took my photograph in the class in Chennai Nagar. Then he showed, this is the Swamini. I am attending the class in Chennai Nagar. Then that lady said, Nellore lady, this Swamini only I am talking. About this Swamini only I am talking. The Chennai person, Chennai student took my photograph. He is keeping that photograph in his telephone, and the mobile. And when she expressed, he do not know, he is thinking about some other Swamini. Once he showed that photo, this is the Swamini. Come and show. She showed my photo in her house. Oh, this is the Swamini, this Swamini. Now, when he was listening about me, about that Nellore student is talking, she has got Aparoksha Jnanam about Swamini or not? That is Aparoksha Jnanam number 1. When he comes to know that, when he showed the photograph, when she said, this Swamini is that Swamini, who am I talking? This photograph Swamini alone, that Chennai Swamini. Then that Aparoksha Jnanam comes to him. He is so happy, and now that Aparoksha Jnanam is number 2. Before that photograph he is showing, he already knows me, but I am that he do not know. Then when he showed the photo, she said, this Swamini alone, I am talking about that Swamini. That Swamini which I was talking before is this Swamini. Soyan Devadattaha Madri. Puriyanada? இப்போ இத்தனை எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொன்னதான் உங்களுக்கு அபரோக்ஷ ஞானம் நம்பர் 1, நம்பர் 2. Before coming to the class, அபரோக்ஷ ஞானம் number 1. Now, all of you have got which gnanam? Aparoksha gnanam number 2. As yourself. So before coming to the class also, you are the Kotastha Chaitanyam available or not? Available to you. Swayam prakasham swaprakasham vishaya swaprakasham asti. But idanim buddhi gnanena. That's you have recognized. Buddhi means here recognized. Now in this sloka also, paroksha jnana kale api. कूटस्थ चैतन्यम अस्ति 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 परोक्ष ज्ञान काले अपि विषय स्वप्रकाशता विषय इज व्हाट हियर कूटस्थ चैतन्यम is evident or not? It is evident. Now for a student, when he is listening, Kutastha Chaitanyam asti. What type of Kutastha Chaitanyam? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Vishaya. Brahma. Ettadadresham Agraham Agotram Avaranam Paroksha Jnanam. That Vishaya. Brahma. As we are listening about Brahman, the listener, that Vishaya is Swaprakasham or not, evident or not for that student. That Nantah Pragnam Nabhaish Pragnam Turiyatma Ahamasmi Idani. That Brahman which Swamini was talking about, Taittiriya, Mundaka and Mandukya Upanishad, that Brahman, Paroksha Kale, Api, Vishaya, Swaprakashad. That time also Vishaya is self-evident. Analum Ajnatam. Now Jnatam. Now what is the question here? What liberates you? Just by telling about the Brahman Swarupa Lakshanam will not liberate. By listening Brahma Swarupanam will not liberate. Now what liberates me? That Nantah Pragnam Ahamasmi. Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam, Mai Sarvam Layam Yati, Gnata Aham Eva Moksha Karanam Bhavati. Paroksha Kale Api Vishaya Swaprakashata Asti. Sama Eva. Sama means common. Common means what? That Vishaya is common. Swaprakashata is common. Before you are claiming that I am Brahman also, you are already Vishaya Swaprakasham is there. After knowing also, Vishaya Swaprakasham is there. Sama or not? Appa Ukkarna Vere, Ippo all Vere and Chullu Vele. Ade student I am seeing from past 15 years. You are the same one listening. Vishaya Swaprakashata Sama. Same, common. Indirect knowledge also, Vishaya is there already. Vishaya was there. It is self-evident. Full stop. Brahma Swaprakasham Asti iti evam vibodhanat. Why it is Paroksham? Paroksham Gananam it is. He says Asti. Brahma Asti. What type of Brahman? This student quotes the mantra. What type of Brahman? Yattadadresham agraham agotram avarnam chakshusrotram. Like quoting Brahma Asti Asti. Vibodhanat. Because of that Mahavakya listening, this student says Brahma Asti. That is why it is Paroksha Jnana Kale Api Vishayam is evident. You have to dwell upon this sloka a lot. Brahma Asti iti evam vibodhanat. This much only student understands. When Shravana Kale, who Madhyamadhikari, Mandhadhikari understands what? Brahma Asti, Brahma Asti. Swamini nalla chondra ille class romma nanna irukke. Enna nanna irukke? Brahman Kutastha Chaitanyam Kutastha Chaitanyam, all pervading, pure existence consciousness principle. Notes. That's what he says. Brahma Swaprakasham Asti. Asmi and Cholala innum. Asti and the Cholindirika. Asti and Cholambo, even Brahmanda. Anala Asti iti eva vibodhana. That much only he has understood. That is Aparokshatvam, number 1. Aparokshatvam, number 1 only. Even Paroksha Kale api, Aparokshatvam, number 1. Now you see, Paroksha Jnanam also he brought into Aparokshatvam. Now Purvapakshi comes. How can you say Paroksha Jnanam is Aparokshatvam? How can you say like that? I want to say Paroksha Jnanam is a Brahmana. This parungu. Vidyaranya want to say Paroksha Kale means Paroksha Jnana Kale api When the student is understanding that Brahman, about Brahman, so and so Brahman, this student happens to be Brahman, but Ajnata Brahman. This student do not know that Paroksha Kale api, it is Aparokshatvam number one, and Vidyaranya want to say. Pura Pakshi comes and says, this Paroksha Jnanam is Brahma Jnanam, he want to say. And the Pura Pakshi is not introduced. Vidyaranya expecting that Pura Pakshi and expecting that 4 reasons of Pura Pakshi and answering. There are some acharyas, they say, Paroksha Jnanam is Brahma. Paroksha Jnanam is a Brahma Jnanam, they say. Paroksha Jnanam is a Brahma Jnanam. It is a false knowledge, they say. But Vidyaranya wants to refute that. How? Now next shloka. 51. Aham brahmetyanullikhya brahmastityeva mullikhet paroksha jnanametanna भ्रान्तं बाधानिरूपणात्. From 51 to 55, Vidyaranya introducing an aside academic topic. The first line is Pura Pakshi's, he is just assuming a Pura Pakshi. And he himself give 4 reasons. He himself give answer. Vidyaranya. What is that? Aham Brahma iti anullikhya. Here you have to supply Paroksha Jnana Kale. Paroksha Jnana Kale. When the Paroksha Jnana means what? Udaharana, example, 10th man is there. Paroksha Jnana Kale, 10th man is there. But Paroksha Jnana Kale, he didn't say, now he is giving only Dashtanta. Therefore I have to say Dashtanta. Aham iti anullikhya. Without referring to Aham iti. Without referring to Aham iti, Brahma Asti alone is uttering. Brahma Asti iti eva ullikhet. This person is telling, instead of saying Aham Brahma Asmi, Brahma Aham Asmi, instead of saying that, Anullikhya, Aham Asmi iti Anullikhya. Paroksha Jnana Kale, that time what he is telling? Brahma Asti. Therefore Brahma Asmi iti Anullikhya means without referring Aham Asmi iti. Therefore what he says, what Ullikhet? Brahma Asti iti. Because of that, don't say it is Brahma Jnanam. He says, Paroksha Jnana Matrena Bhrantam na bhavati. It is Paroksha Jnanam. Brahma Asti is Jnana, is a Bhrantam, false. Don't say like that. Na. Why? Reason number 1. Badha anirupanat. It is, since it is unnegatable. You cannot prove by negation. It is unnegatable. That is why you cannot say it is Brahma Jnanam, it is Prama only. Brahma Asti is Prama, natu Brahma is the question. Brahma Asti iti Jnanam, Paroksha Jnanam is Prama Jnanam or Brahma Jnanam is the question. Brahman is there. Is Prama right knowledge or false knowledge? 10th man is there, is right knowledge or wrong knowledge is the question. Other acharyas says, Brahman is there, is a Brahma Jnanam. It is a false knowledge. It is not right knowledge. Vidyaranya says, it is a right knowledge. How it is right knowledge? Because of 4 reasons. What are those 4 reasons? Next class. Next class, heavy dose. Okay? Very interesting. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ।